It's 5:05 in the morning right now, and it is good to start a day with running. Someone asked me, wait, I'm gonna take a quick bath first. Yesterday, someone asked me why I don't have a car, and I told him I have 3 requirements to own a car. The first requirement is the license. I need to have a pro license. I only have a student license, and hindi na ako nag-upgrade because doon pumapasok yung second requirement. And that is the cost. The cost for me, it's bukod sa pagbabayad mo monthly ng car, there will always maintenance of it, and yung kurudo or the oil for the car. It's so pricey right now. It's like 54 to 57 pesos per liter. Ooh, so pricey. And the last requirement that I need so that I could buy a car is a parking area. Ooh, I love this one. Maybe later. I'm here now in the parking area to show the parking slot here. Yeah, this is the parking slot. Yeah, I'm not sure gaano kalaki siya. Why I'm showing this to you guys? Because this parking slot, it costs almost 500,000 pesos. Yes, 500,000. And sa mayayaman, I guess 500,000 pesos for parking area is it's nothing for them, but for me, I guess it's everything. Why don't I choose a motorcycle kaysa sa car? Mas less yung cost, and yung way niya papunta sa destination niya mas mabilis because nakakasingit kung saan saan. Well, I'm still gonna choose the car kaysa sa motorcycle because of this.
Base sa datos ng PNP Highway Patrol Group noong 2017, mahigit 10,000 motorsiklo ang nasangkot sa road crash. 28% ito ng mga sasakyang nasangkot sa road crash sa buong 2017.
I know some of the drivers are sumusunod sa batas trapiko, and 2 thumbs up to you guys. But let's face the fact that most of the drivers and riders are balasubas magmaneho. Yes. Sometimes sila na yung may kasalanan, sila pa yung galit. And I experienced na naglalakad ako sa pedestrian lane, but sa halip na huminto yung sasakyan, nakipag-unahan pa sa akin tumawid. So, anyways, moving forward, I'm not saying I'm not gonna buy a car. I still believe I need a car, but for now, since yung way ko from work is from Cubao to Parañaque, yung mga ways like EDSA, heavy traffic, C5, oh my, heavy traffic as well. Manila, damn, bakit kahit saan lugar traffic here in Metro Manila? Siguro sa cost, if kunyari kami magkakapatid na isang way lang yung trabaho namin, and that's a good deal, pwede yon na magkaroon ng car or motorcycle. About naman dun sa parking area, I guess possible na okay din bilhin actually yung parking slot because it is an investment. Pwede mo rin kasi siyang ibenta kung man, or pwede mo rin siyang parentahan sa mga naghahanap ng pay parking. Since I don't own a car, my way of transportation is commuting. And since napag-usapan din natin yung car, ways, and commuting, I'm gonna share to you a little bit of my life being a commuter. What is the pros and cons, and advice when sumasakay kayo ng public vehicles. I started being a commuter when I was grade 5. And until now, so basically, 15 to 7 years na ako nagko-commute. What is the disadvantage of being a commuter? First, time consuming because of the heavy traffics here. So kapag inabutan ka ng rush hour, expect kung nakukuha mo ng 1 hour yung biyahe mo, it will will take 2 hours, or pag minalas-malas ka, 3 hours. Second is, fresh kang aalis ng bahay, then pagdating mo sa work, parang nakipag-rally ka or nag-march siya sa kaligitnaan ng araw because pawisan ka, and dahil sa siksikan sa bus and sa MRT because of the rush hour, and then pag minalas-malas ka din at ang katabi mo is sweaty and may amoy at dumikit sa iyo yung pawis na yun. Ew! Next is safety and security. I had a lot of bad experience being a commuter. Nandun na yung na-snatchan, na-hold up, last. Yeah, by the way, 3 years ago, nalaslas yung bag ko. Here. Eto. Yes, here. Eto, and then this one. Yeah. Hawak ko na siya nun yakap-yakap ko na yung bag ko, but then nagawa pa rin niyang laslasin kung sino man yung tao na you're a bad person, man. Hawak ko yung bag ko, na-try pa rin niyang laslasin yung bag because nakatulog kasi ako nun. Anyways, buti na lang walang nakuhang items dun sa bag, dito sa bag ko that time. So, thank God. What else? Modus. Yes, like budol-budol. Ang tactics nila before is lalapit sila sa'yo and they gonna say that may gumulpi sa tropa nila and they have the picture dun sa taong gumulpi. And then they gonna ask you, baka kilala mo, and then tatanungin mo nasaan yung picture na yon, and they gonna say na nandun sa ibang tropa nila na naghahanap din kung pwedeng sumama ka para ma-check yung picture na yon. Kapag sumama ka, wala ka na. And pag sumama ka na sa kanila, that's the time na pupunta ka sa isang area na palilibutan kanila and kukunin nila yung mga items na meron ka. Next modus is yung spit. The tactics of that is maduduran ka nila or lalagyan ka ng dumi sa balikat, and then someone's gonna tap you and they gonna say na meron kang dumi sa balikat or in your back. So, ang tendency, ikaw naman, titingnan mo, then lilinisin mo, and behind of that tactics is may isa pang tao na kasabot nila na kumukuha na pala ng item mo. So, yun. Ingat kayo guys sa modus. Don't trust anyone along the way. Yan yung isa sa mga advice ko. Don't trust anyone along the way. Huwag niyong pansinin kung may lalapit sa'yo, dire-diretso ka lang. Yung 2 modus na yon, hindi ako nahulog doon sa patibong nila. Yes, aware naman ako doon. Let's go to advantage of being a commuter. So, first of all, yung expenses, less expenses, like wala kang babayaran na parking fee, and what else? Yung monthly mo na bayad sa car, and second is yung crudo or oil na sobrang expensive. Less worries. Why? Wala ka masyadong intindihin kung nasaan na yung car mo, kung anong nangyari, kung may bumunggo ba or na-carnap na ba. So, yun. Ang ma-advise ko lang sa mga tao na first time pa lang nila pupuntahan yung place na yun, first, know your destination. Look for a landmark na malapit sa destination mo or sa place na pupuntahan mo, and mag-check ka rin ng mga alternative ways na pwede mong daanan, like kung pwede ka naman mag-bus, kung pwede ka mag-MRT, what else, jeep, UV Express. So much better para in case na may sirandaan, pwede ka sa ibang way. Kung nandun na kayo sa place and nalilito pa rin kayo, I suggest magtanong kayo sa taong mapagkakatiwalaan or like mga guards, mga MMDA. Yes, doon kayo magtanong because sometimes may na-experience ako, nagtanong ko sa isang lalaki and then mali yung binigay niya ng direction, mas napalayo ako. So, kung may internet naman kayo, try nyo mag-search sa Google Map. In terms of safety of your things, I highly suggest put your bag or your luggage in front of you. Kasi kung nasa likod siya, kung backpack yan or what, kung anong bag pa yan, kung nasa likod mo siya or hindi mo siya nakikita, possible baka may dumudukot na or nilalaslas na yung bag mo. So, be careful with that, guys. What else? Even you're alone doon sa upuan na yon, like sa bus, mag-isa ka lang doon sa 2 or 3 chairs, don't leave your thing sa gilid mo because sometimes actual na nakita ko dinudukhang tama doon or inaabot ng masamang loob yung bag mo. Siguro pinaka latest na experience ko na gusto kong i-share sa inyo is wag kayong matutulog. Don't fall asleep when you're commuting. Why? Because hindi ka aware sa mga nangyayari sa paligid mo. Like I said earlier, yung bag ko hawak ko na but still nakatulog ako, nakagawa pa rin kuhanan, laslasin. Be vigilant, guys. Be vigilant. Be aware sa mga taong katabi mo, sa likod mo, sa harapan mo. If suspicious yung galaw nila, lumipat ka ng upuan or I highly suggest na bumaba ka sa mataong lugar and then sumakay ka na lang ulit sa iba. I know magastos but still safety pa rin yung safety pa rin ang mahalaga. And baka mas mahal pa yung mas malaki pa yung mawala sa iyo kung hindi mo gagawin 'yun. So be vigilant, guys. I guess that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. If I missed something or if you have any suggestions, please leave a comment below so we can discuss it, guys. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Adios!